On the morning of August 10, 2010, the usually quiet Hulimavu neighborhood of Bangalore was rocked by a chilling discovery. Priyanka Gupta, a dedicated school teacher, was found brutally murdered in her apartment, tied to a chair with her throat slashed. The scene was horrific. Blood splattered across the room, signs of a violent struggle. But what shocked the police even more was that the person behind this gruesome act was her husband, Satish Kumar Gupta, a well-respected software engineer at Infosys. What drove this seemingly successful man to kill his wife in cold blood? Welcome to Crime Case Confidential. Today, we'll uncover the tragic story of betrayal, family conflict, and a marriage that ended in bloodshed. Priyanka Gupta, born in 1981 in Uttar Pradesh, India, was raised in a loving, middle-class family that valued education above all else. From a young age, Priyanka showed exceptional intelligence, particularly in literature and science. Her dream was to become a teacher, and she pursued it with dedication, eventually earning a degree in education from a prestigious college in Lucknow. She quickly earned a reputation as a kind-hearted teacher who inspired her students not only academically but morally, instilling in them values of kindness and empathy. Satish Kumar Gupta, born in 1971 in Uttar Pradesh, had a different path. Raised in a more affluent family, Satish excelled in academics and pursued a career in software engineering. After graduating from one of India's top universities, he joined Infosys, one of the country's leading technology companies, quickly rising to a senior HR management role. By all accounts, Satish appeared to be a man destined for continued success. Their paths crossed in 2006 when their families arranged their marriage, a tradition deeply rooted in Indian culture. After a formal meeting where both families approved of the match, Priyanka and Satish tied the knot and moved to Bangalore, where their new life together began. Priyanka took up a teaching position at Delhi Public School in South Bangalore, while Satish continued to rise in his career at Infosys. Outwardly, they seemed to have it all: good jobs, a comfortable lifestyle, and a promising future. But beneath the surface, cracks were forming in their marriage. As the years passed, the couple's relationship became strained, largely due to differences in their outlooks on life. Priyanka's compassionate nature clashed with Satish's more pragmatic, often rigid approach. While Priyanka thrived on building relationships with her students and colleagues, Satish's focus on work and his family's expectations created a growing distance between them. One of the primary sources of conflict was Priyanka's relationship with Satish's mother. The two women never got along, and their disagreements put Satish in an uncomfortable position, torn between his wife and his loyalty to his parents. Tensions peaked during a visit from Satish's parents in 2010. A heated argument erupted, and Priyanka allegedly insulted her in-laws. This incident deeply humiliated Satish, leaving him seething with resentment. What followed was a calculated and cold-blooded plan to murder Priyanka. On the morning of August 10, 2010, Satish executed his plan with chilling precision. He pretended to go out for his routine morning jog, leaving Priyanka at home. Before leaving, he warned her not to open the door for anyone. Satish returned shortly after, armed with a rope and a knife, ready to carry out the heinous act. As Priyanka sat unaware in their apartment, Satish attacked her from behind, strangling her with the rope until she lost consciousness. His intent was clear. There could be no resistance. After she passed out, Satish took the knife and slashed her throat, ensuring she would not survive. The once warm and lively home was now a blood-soaked crime scene. But Satish didn't stop there. To throw off investigators, he staged the scene to look like a break-in gone wrong. He tied Priyanka's body to a chair and ransacked the apartment, creating the illusion of a violent struggle. He locked the apartment from the outside and left, pretending to have just returned from his jog. Upon arriving back, Satish knocked on the door and, receiving no response, called the police, telling them that two unknown men had broken into the apartment and killed his wife. When the police arrived at the scene, they were greeted by chaos. Blood was splattered across the walls, and Priyanka's lifeless body was tied to a chair, her throat slit. It appeared to be a brutal home invasion. But as investigators began to dig deeper, inconsistencies in Satish's story quickly emerged. Satish claimed that two men had come to the apartment asking for old newspapers, but neighbors reported seeing no such visitors. He also stated that he had been jogging for nearly an hour, but the police noted that his usual route should have taken much less time. More damning was the phone records, which showed a discrepancy in the timeline Satish provided. The police became suspicious, and after reviewing security footage from nearby cameras, they found no evidence of any strangers entering the building. Satish's carefully crafted alibi began to unravel. Forensic evidence from the crime scene further implicated Satish. His fingerprints and footprints were found in places that contradicted his version of events. Blood samples collected didn't match the staged struggle he described. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, Satish broke down and confessed to the murder. He admitted that the humiliation he felt from the conflict between Priyanka and his parents had driven him to meticulously plan her death. In 2017, Satish Kumar Gupta stood trial for the murder of his wife. His detailed confession, the forensic evidence, and witness testimonies left little room for doubt. Satish was sentenced to life imprisonment with a fine of 25,000 rupees. Despite appealing the verdict, the High Court upheld the life sentence. Satish's cold-blooded crime shocked not only the local community but the entire nation, sparking conversations about domestic violence, family expectations, and the tragic consequences of unresolved conflicts. Priyanka Gupta's death serves as a haunting reminder that even the most outwardly successful lives can conceal dark and dangerous tensions. Thank you for following this heartbreaking case. Always remember, communication and care within families are crucial in preventing the kind of tragic ending that befell Priyanka Gupta. What are your thoughts on this case? Leave your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth crime stories.